Hello and welcome to this week's news. With today's news, I am Aprl5. Over the past week, the Oromo People's Democratic Organization, OPDO, the puppet organization of the current Tigrayan-led Ethiopian government, has been celebrating their 27-year anniversary. OPDO representatives have travelled to various cities in Oromia and have forced residents to participate. In West Oromia, Dembidolo city, many youth have been detained amidst fear of protest and resistance. Last September, in the capital city Finfinne, also known as Addis Ababa, in an area called Walmara, 17 Oromos were detained for allegedly singing revolutionary songs. Until today, these individuals are perishing in prison with no clear charges or sentencing. A Walmara resident explained to OMN that these innocent individuals are being tortured in prison and their families are extremely worried about them. In East Oromia, East Hararge, Awadai city, many youth who have been released from the notorious Olai military training camp were promised jobs upon their return. However, the Ethiopian government representatives denied many of these youth the promised jobs. One youth we had spoken to from this city expressed that a physical altercation occurred between the government representatives and the angry youth. This youth also added that the government pretends to care about its people, but they continue to lie, and this will only force us to protest for change. The inter-ethnic feud between the Oromos in the north and the Afar continue. Over the past week in Wallo Bate district, Gurre area, 5 Oromo people have been killed and 7 seriously injured. A Bate resident explained that this Ethiopian government instigated conflict is over farming land. The fully armed Afar came and invaded the area that the Oromos have been farming in for years, claiming that this farming land belongs to the Afar. This resident also stated that the Oromo need to systematically fight back, and the Ethiopian government will always fully fund and support inter-ethnic violence, as this will ensure government longevity. Students in central Oromia, West Shawa, the city of Ambo, have shown resistance through peaceful protesting. The protest started from Ambo Secondary School, then spread to Future Generation School, and many residents have joined. Students have been chanting, "The state of emergency should be lifted immediately. Oromo political prisoners such as Baqqala Garba and Marara Guddina should immediately be released." The Ethiopian military have infiltrated this relentless city and are harassing and detaining innocent residents. Many of the schools in Ambo are surrounded by Ethiopian military. The occupation of schools by Ethiopian military in Ambo and all over Oromia is clear violation of international law as outlined by United Nations Committee on the Rights of a Child that states schools as protected entities. Water and electric shortages have been reported in East Oromia, West Hararge, Chiro city. Residents have explained their frustration as the sole reason for these essential restrictions is the Ethiopian government. They believe that Chiro residents are dismissive of the government's demands and thus have closed off water pipes to residents. Many business owners such as restaurants and barbers depend on electricity to serve customers, and due to the restriction, businesses are losing income. Similar water and electric restrictions have also been reported in many districts across West Arsi. A heroic young man, Kharayu Wako, has passed away at the age of 26. Kharayu was born in central Oromia, southeast Shawa, and due to human rights abuses by the Ethiopian government, decided to flee his hometown to neighbouring West Hararge, where he passed. A close friend of Kharayu's informed OMN that Kharayu was a courageous young man full of hope and freedom for the Oromo people. Kharayu's friend was emotional and couldn't fathom the death of his dear friend. 3 Oromo youth that have been imprisoned in the notorious Makalawi prison for the past 3 months have appeared in the Lidata Federal Court. They were accused of motivating locals to participate in protests and that they were Oromo Liberation Front sympathisers. One person that attended court explained that these individuals are innocent and have been suffering in prison alongside many Oromos who are facing torture and some who are still missing. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you next time.